Imagine this. You've barely recovered from the emotional roller coaster of Justin Bieber dropping an entire album out of nowhere. You're still looping your favorite tracks, trying to decode the hidden messages about his marriage, and maybe, just maybe, you're starting to feel like you've finally caught your breath. Then boom, 3 weeks later, he does it again. Another album, 23 new songs, pink billboards, a rollout nobody was prepared for, fans screaming, streamers confused, critics scrambling, and you're sitting there with chills all over your entire body, tears in your eyes, muttering to yourself, Justin Bieber is unlimited. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It is free and help us bring you enjoyable content. And of course, watch till the end. Yeah, that's basically what happened with Swag 1 and Swag 2. And whether you're a longtime believer, a casual listener, or just someone who likes a good celebrity plot twist, one thing is undeniable. Justin has officially hacked the system. So let's get into it. Because if you thought this was just another album drop, you're in for a wild ride filled with relationship tea, marketing genius, Grammy loopholes, and the kind of chaos only Bieber himself could pull off. Let's rewind to late summer. It's August. The Grammy eligibility deadline is creeping up, and Justin Bieber decides to casually release Swag 1. No massive countdown, no overly dramatic lead single campaign. Just a drop that felt, honestly, almost mischievous. Fans were still processing what it meant, how it sounded, and what he was saying about Hailey when less than a month later, Swag 2 appeared like an encore nobody asked for, but everybody secretly wanted. The shock was real. Even streaming platforms seemed caught off guard. The album wasn't uploaded everywhere on time, leaving fans scrambling across apps trying to figure out where to listen. But if you think about it, that chaos? That was kind of the point. Justin thrives on unpredictability. It's like he looked at the traditional music rollout playbook, laughed, and tossed it out the window. And here's the kicker. By dropping Swag 1 before August 28th and Swag 2 after September 5th, he split the albums into 2 Grammy eligibility periods. Translation? Justin Bieber is about to dominate conversations in 2026 and 2027. That's 2 years of non-stop Grammy buzz, 2 years of industry relevance, 2 years of believers campaigning online with hashtags and Twitter threads. Tell me that's not low-key brilliant. But wait, was this planned? Or did Justin just wake up one morning and decide to become the chaos agent of the music industry? Let's dig deeper. Here's where it gets juicy. Swag 2 didn't just drop on any random Tuesday. It came out the exact same day Hailey Bieber's skincare brand, Rhode, launched in Sephora. Coincidence? Please. If there's one thing we've learned about celebrity couples, it's that nothing is ever just a coincidence. The pink billboards promoting Swag 2 weren't just vibey. They matched Rhode's aesthetic almost too perfectly. Suddenly, Justin's music and Hailey's business were moving in sync, a power couple collaboration that screamed, "We may fight sometimes, but when we align, we're unstoppable." Of course, the internet had opinions. Some fans cheered, calling it smart cross-promotion. Others side-eyed Justin, accusing him of trying to overshadow Hailey's moment in the spotlight. After all, Rhode hitting Sephora is huge, why not let her shine solo? But here's the thing, maybe this is them finally working together. Maybe, after years of rumors about cracks in their marriage, they've realized they're stronger as a team. Or maybe Justin really is a menace who couldn't resist hijacking her big day. Honestly, both are possible, and that's what makes it so deliciously dramatic. Now, the real question is, did Swag 2 actually give us an update on their relationship? If Swag 1 gave fans a peek into Justin and Hailey's struggles, the late-night arguments, the plea for patience, the raw honesty, then Swag 2 feels like the other side of the storm. The sunlight after the rain. The "We're Okay Now" soundtrack that reassures believers who were low-key worried. Take the track "I Think You're Special" featuring Thames. Instead of the moody confessions of Swag 1, this song is practically glowing with gratitude and love. Lyrics like "Love is over everything. This is what I believe. Ain't no other love like this" hit differently when you know the backstory. It's not just a love song, it's a love update. And let's be real, Justin and Thames together? Chef's kiss. Their voices blend so seamlessly it feels less like a feature and more like a duet, a conversation set to music. Fans on Twitter even pointed out how organic it felt, as if Thames wasn't just guest starring, but fully part of the emotional narrative. So yeah, if you were worried about Justin and Hailey's marriage after Swag 1, Swag 2 is like a sigh of relief. They're not just surviving, they're thriving. Or at least that's what the songs want us to believe. But should we take Justin's lyrics at face value, or are they more complicated than they seem? Okay, let's circle back to the menace part. Because calling Justin a menace isn't shade, it's a compliment. Think about it. Who else has the audacity to drop 2 massive albums less than a month apart? Who else casually hacks the Grammy system like it's a video game cheat code? Who else manages to spark conversations about love, fame, marriage, marketing, and music industry strategy all in one move? And here's the kicker. This isn't just about the music. This is about how he's positioning himself in the cultural conversation. By stretching these 2 albums across 2 Grammy cycles, Justin has basically guaranteed that his name will stay on our lips for the next 2 years. Add in a potential world tour, which feels inevitable at this point, and suddenly, Bieber isn't just back. He's everywhere. But here's where it gets fascinating. Has anyone else ever pulled something like this off? Has another artist ever gamed the system this hard? If so, they didn't do it with the same level of chaos, swagger, and pink billboard energy. So now we're left wondering, what's next? Let's talk sound. Because when fans first heard Justin was working on the Swag series, many assumed Swag 2 would lean more pop, upbeat, polished, radio-ready. Instead, he doubled down on the vibe of Swag 1, R&B heavy, raw, and almost wet? Like, not literally, but there's this echo-y, organic quality that makes you feel like the songs were recorded in a pool, and honestly, knowing Justin, maybe they were. It's not the glittery, chart-chasing Bieber we knew from the Purpose era. It's something softer, more personal, and maybe even more experimental. And that's what makes it compelling. He's not chasing trends, he's chasing moods. And here's the twist. While Swag 1 was darker, Swag 2 is warmer. It's like he's using the same sonic palette, but painting with lighter colors. Which begs the question, are we witnessing Justin's true artistic evolution, or is this just another phase in his ever-changing sound? At this point, it's impossible to ignore the fan reaction. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, everywhere you look, Beliebers are screaming about how Swag 2 made them cry, laugh, dance, and text their ex all within one listen. People are calling it a fan favorite already, with posts like, "Tears in my eyes, chills all over my body," popping up nonstop. And honestly, same. Because part of the Bieber experience isn't just listening to the music, it's feeling like you're part of the ongoing saga. Every lyric feels like a clue, every release like a chapter, every billboard like a breadcrumb in the larger story of Justin's life. That's why people say things like, "I don't know why people don't like it, but I think it's awesome." Because at the end of the day, Bieber fandom is about loyalty, about showing up for him no matter what. And this time, he's rewarded that loyalty with not 1, but 2 full albums in rapid fire. Which leads us to the biggest question of all. If this is what Justin can do in a 3-week window, what's he going to do next year?